What's up, everybody? It's Terminator Juice. I'm back for another Juices Loose podcast. This one doesn't have a title because it's hard, predicting where we're going to take these conversations sometimes. So I might just number them from here on out. We'll see. If we have a really good, singular topic comes up, maybe I'll put that in the title later. But, so we're just going to wing it here. The first thing I want to talk about, me and T and I were discussing it before we went live. I should say T and I to be proper, but
okay.
The Pikmin, the Hey Pikmin demo on the 3DS came out last week, end of the week or whatever, and I downloaded it, checked it out, and I'm gonna give my thoughts, and then we'll get T's thoughts. I'm not sure. Robert didn't play. I don't know about Terrell. Did you check it out?
I've been trying to try the Monster Hunter Stories demo and the fucking Ever Oasis demo. I've been busy with other things, man.
Yeah. So my thoughts on Hey Pikmin were, I was bored to tears, and I couldn't even wait to get to the end of the levels. So I just wanted it to be done. It's tedious, kind of. It's a platformer, I guess, but I don't know. I found it very tedious, and it's like, I knew what it wanted me to do. I knew I had to find the rock Pikmin. I knew I had to do this, and maybe a game gets better and more challenging, but it was just too simplistic and just not very engaging for me. So, I didn't know the game came out, honestly. Or I think in Japan it's out. I don't know about I don't even know if it's out in the UPS.
It's out in the US.
Yeah, didn't make much of a splash, and I think it's a little too stripped down, I think, from what Pikmin fans would come to expect, because I did enjoy Pikmin 3 quite a bit, and Hey Pikmin to me was bore fest. Definitely don't ever want to play the full game after that, playing that demo, which is one of the negatives of a demo. Sometimes gives the wrong impression, or sometimes it gives the wrong impression that it's good. Sometimes it gives the wrong impression that it's bad. But in this case, this demo definitely sold me on never needing to play Hey Pikmin. So T, how'd you feel about it?
Well, I'm a little less harsh on it, I guess.
That's not saying much.
I mean, you're probably right. I mean, I've already read reviews, seen reviews, and whatnot, and most of the people have said it's boring. So you're probably not far off. I mean, I had a little fun with it, but it's it's a side thing. It's not a Pikmin game, folks. So there are Pikmin-like elements, like you throw the Pikmin at enemies and you're using them to pick up stuff to build bridges so you can get across gaps and stuff like that. But that's the end of it. That's where the Pikmin, and the whistle to call them back.
Is that the worst? Like, you hit it and he makes a noise, and then it's almost like they toned down the whistle, because I know people thought it was annoying in Pikmin 3. But to me, it was it didn't feel like the whistle I wanted it to be.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really pay that much attention to it. I was just kind of going
learn the ins and outs of the whistle blowing mechanic.
First he grunts or something, and then there's barely a whistle. I don't know. I didn't have headphones.
I mean, you gotta pay attention, because I was stuck for a minute. And I was like, oh yeah, the top screen is part of the game too.
Oh yeah.
So I missed some pieces to a bridge, and I was like, oh duh. Yeah, so I had to throw the Pikmin up there.
They basically use the screens they're one, it's one screen. I mean, you'll see
some games, a lot of DS games did that. I won't say a lot of 3DS games, but a few 3DS games have done that.
I mean,
use both screens.
The screens are lined up, the stuff moves. Anybody else hearing that echo? I'm hearing myself.
Yeah, I hear something.
Yeah,
I'm hearing myself. So I
don't hear it now.
I don't hear it, so maybe it's my problem, my fault.
Here, let me mute your T and see. Let me see if it fixes it.
Testing.
All right. So he's muted. Yeah, it's definitely gone. So
it's T. T's the problem.
I don't know if you have some speakers on somewhere, but anyway, Hey Pikmin. I guess if you have a 3DS and you're interested and you didn't know the demo was available, and it's 3 levels. The introduction one is just so basic that they could have basically skipped that one. But and then the other thing I downloaded was the Monster Hunter Stories demo, and I played it, but it's so much dialogue, you hardly play in that game. I was 5 minutes in and I barely did anything in the game.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how far did you get in the demo because I was playing it earlier too.
After the 1 year later or whatever.
Oh, after the kids' parents randomly get killed in this random attack that comes out of nowhere.
And yeah, and it's like, is there a game? Am I gonna play anything here? Because
actually you start playing a lot, like literally almost right after that.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm pretty mixed on that demo so far from what I played.
Love the art style and
the game looked great. And I think the game
looks awesome on the 3DS.
Yeah, dude, it looks great. But just to warn you, I guess I can give my quick thoughts on it. The battle system is like this weird rock, paper, scissors, and I don't mean that like in Fire Emblem. I mean like you got 3 choices of attacks. It's like power, speed, and technical. And like it's in this circular fashion, so I think power beats technical beats speed, and speed beats power, and you're pretty much guessing what your enemy is going to do to what you're going to do.
Okay.
And so like I can't see too much depth in those kind of battles because it's like you're guessing for those first few attacks just to figure out what the pattern is, and then after that it's just kind of like, well, he's going to always use speed attacks, so I'm always going to use technical attacks. And there seems to be some other elements, like you can jump on your monster and ride them and do like double attacks. It just doesn't seem that engaging. But I haven't beaten the demo. I've only gotten I literally got a little bit past that, and then I started doing battles, and it was like, oh, I gotta get on the podcast. So yeah.
Well, side note.
Go ahead.
Just real quick, there is a person on my friends list named Dennis, who I don't even know who that is, playing Sonic Mania right now. So on the Switch.
Oh. Yeah, I said. Well, yeah, because I know it's already out in Europe. I don't know if it's out on the US yet.
I've heard people with stories saying that they got it early and stuff like that. So not surprised.
Sorry to get off track there, but
I'm getting it late.
I know that's what happens when you order from Amazon.
Well,
and you're doing that a lot.
I don't know if it's Amazon's fault because this is the special edition, so it's not like you're waiting on the code or something. So
well, it's true, but usually Amazon offers like prime shipping for like new games, and for Sonic, it was literally you could only choose like 2-day shipping unless you wanted to pay money for the extra like 1-day shipping.
I just think it has to do with stock and the nature of what it is. It's a special edition. That is my guess. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I can see why.
Anyway, let's get back. Sorry to sidetrack us there, but so Monster Hunter Stories. Is I didn't get that far, so I can't really comment on the combat. I just know it looked great. Just there was so much upfront story. Like I was just sitting there skipping cutscenes, dialogue. Like I just want to play the game. So I didn't really put much time into it. T, have you tried it yet?
I haven't. I downloaded it, but I didn't get to it because I was having so much fun with Hey Pikmin. So
you're terrible.
I haven't gotten around to it, but I will probably sometime tonight play it.
All right, and yeah, Sonic Mania, that is digital only, right? Even if you buy the
incredibly disappointing.
So how much is just the digital game on the eShop?
$20.
20 smackaroos.
Now reviews are out, and it seems to be people are liking it, especially Sonic fans. All I watched was Go Nintendo's video, and he said if you like those old school Sonic games, you're gonna love this game. So Terrell, how excited are you hearing that? And are you surprised that it's a good 2D Sonic game like the old Sega Genesis era?
Well, first let me say this, because they recently released like the opening animation for Mania, and I was already like on cloud 9 for the game. That animation was probably the closest I've ever gotten to almost crying at a video game trailer.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, big baby.
Nice.
That shit hit me, because people got to realize, for those who don't know, Sonic and me are technically around the same age. I think like I'm actually like maybe a week or two older than the conception of the character, or at least the release of his first game. So Sonic was always like a franchise that hit really close to my heart. And I know he's been through some shit, obviously. I think everybody knows that, and people like to remind everybody that they know that. So I'm in Mania, but to be honest, Mania was one of those games that from the first trailer looked good. Like Mania has never been shown off at this point that where I was worried about the game. I've always been excited for this game. So the fact that it's reviewing well doesn't really surprise me. I'm actually surprised more of which sites are giving it the higher scores. I think IGN has like one of the highest scores it has currently, which is like almost a 9. They wanted to do this 8.7 bullshit. And I was like, well, that's surprising because IGN usually doesn't give Sonic a time of day. Or either that, they fluctuate a lot. So
Well,
I'm
I
extremely.
think because it's like the older Sonic, you know what I mean? It's like the original, what everyone likes kind of Sonic. That's why I think why everyone's liking it.
That's why I'm not as excited about Sonic Forces because I already know that's gonna be an interesting holiday, folks. So I'm gonna enjoy this Sonic high while I can because I'm probably not gonna have it for too much longer.
Is anybody else? I see the animation, but they really must have been a purpose. The decision was to make it look exactly like a 16-bit game. Like it's not like 16-bit inspired, but with like really nice high quality like resolution. It just looks like a 16-bit game on the Genesis. Like to me, I'm a little surprised.
I think it's closer to maybe Sonic CD.
Yeah, it is.
You
can only tell through the animations. It's some of the animations Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic have, and some of the elements in the game, like the special stages, those are things that are ripped from CD. So I think it's around that era.
Yeah, because even mainly like that 3D stage, it's like it looks like I was surprised at how retro it looks. Like how
close.
Yeah, that's from
Sonic 2.
What is that from? CD.
Sonic CD, I think. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that's CD.
One of the Genesis ones is 3D level.
Well, they had that at Sonic the Hedgehog 2. They had the special stage of dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it was like a half.
Yeah, but the chasing the UFO thing is CD. The blue spheres or the blue balls, that's Sonic 3.
That's Sonic 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I knew about this game. I saw some trailers, but I really haven't looked that close. I just figured it would be like an HD looking 16-bit game, you know, like not basically looks to me almost identical to that era. So
It's
I
the
guess
way I'd rather have it, I think.
Yeah.
And I heard it runs well on Switch. There's no issues, so that's always good to hear.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, I hope not.
It should run well.
I hope not, but you'd be surprised. Listen,
Should run well on my cell phone.
Yeah, this thing should run 60 frames per second on a DS.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's good that people are liking it, and it's just interesting that it's digital only, but there's a physical like special edition that you still have to download the game. So it's kind of an odd choice, unless that's to keep the cost down. I mean, $20 seems like a pretty good value.
Hello?
Yeah, I heard like a door open. Mine.
A 50, 60-year-old or two.
So who's planning on getting this game? Because as of right now, I have no plans of getting it.
Really? For 20, you're not gonna dive?
I'll never play it.
That's a impulse purchase right there.
Yeah, it's such a steal. I could have sworn, like, it blows my mind that it's unless it's a shorter game, but like it's a 2D Sonic game in 2017 that's getting released for $20 and not physically. Like, it's just so weird to me. It really is weird. And I wish it was physical. But it's like I totally would have thought, oh yeah, it's a $60 game, $50 game, like totally. But nope, 20. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll take it. I'm excited.
T, I know you have the special edition coming, but so you can't like that'll have a download code inside the package.
Yeah.
It sucks that you can't just like email you the code, you know.
Hey, give me the code, bitch. Yeah. I paid for it already.
Well, you probably I think actually with that you probably could have ordered it online like that too.
Yeah.
But I think that's it's kind of past the point now, considering I was over there scrambling for like 3 months just to get the goddamn pre-order. So, you know.
I can wait, man. I got games to play, you know.
Yeah, about to say 2 more days ain't gonna kill me.
I care about the hardware. I just want to get the hardware in my hands. It's all the cool little doodads in the special edition.
Yeah, because I heard you can cut on the actual like stand, and it actually says Sega when you cut it.
Oh,
on.
don't tell me that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that shit. I saw because the Sega actually put up like an unboxing of it. It looks like a classic like Sega Mega Drive system, and so you can actually hit the on switch and the audio play because it takes batteries on the bottom of it, and it's like Sega. I'm like, man,
Get the fuck out of here.
I need that. I need
cool.
that.
So I had no idea.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of shit in there. There's like a Sonic ring and a fucking metal ass card plate because they wanted to put the code on the card and they couldn't do it. So I was like, well, fuck it, we're still gonna give you the card. You can just put that shit in your wallet. It's like a metal card, like a credit card.
Why is the box so big?
Because of the statue.
Yeah, that's true.
I thought it was like miniature.
No,
Oh,
it's
no.
a decent size.
Yeah, but I'll say it's like the size of like a.
This
was it, like
box
a
is bigger
17?
than the PS4 box that the system came in.
Oh yeah, that's pretty big.
But according to one person here, Santiago said he heard that people having issues going to the home menu while playing Mania. So obviously that's not confirmed. Yeah, this is like the full scale console. Like I thought it was like a little mini amiibo size deal.
No, hell no, dude.
Wow, no wonder you guys wanted that.
Dude, that shit looks so lit, man. Like you don't even understand.
Yeah, you want one now, don't you, huh?
Hell no. I don't even want my Sonic. I don't even want my Sonic amiibo anymore.
Oh,
Damn.
come on, man.
I'm gonna sell it in the yard sale.
Man, chill out.
And just
outta
the
here.
amiibo, just that one thing.
But yeah,
It's like
I-
I've been.
That's so funny. I'm so used to amiibos. I just assumed by photos that this thing was the size of an amiibo.
No,
That's
man.
crazy.
This is like it's like probably the size of your it's actually probably bigger than your Lucina figure. Yeah, it is.
Dude, it looks like a 1-to-1 scale Master System.
Yeah. It is.
Lucina's only like 5 inches tall, dude.
Listen, I'm hanging off excitement right now. I'm not necessarily thinking
It looks more like a Link figure, but wow, I did not know.
yeah, it's a high quality statue.
It's crazy. But as someone who doesn't really like Sonic, I guess that's why I don't know. But it looks cool. Like if I was a Sonic fan, I would have that because that's pretty.
It's not only just being a Sonic fan. To me, it's also just being a Sega fan.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
I wasn't
it's
either.
like- Damn.
God damn.
I like the Dreamcast. That was the only Sega system I ever owned.
Oh, you know what I'm mad about? IGN just posted that Amazon has all the Sonic Mania collector's editions on sale. So
Really?
like instead of I think they were like $70, they're like $56 right now.
Oh, that's what I paid anyway, so don't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the pre-order price guarantee,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which that is a nice feature. But
I'm paying less than man. I need to chill out.
And I had the expensive one too, pre-ordered, and I was like, it was for Xbox at the time because they hadn't confirmed the Switch version yet. So I
Yeah.
had that one for a while, and once I knew the Switch version would come, I went and dropped that one and got the Switch version. And they were like $56. I was like, what? No doubt.
You know what's funny about that? How the Switch version was the last one confirmed, but it's the PC version that got delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they're giving you Sonic 1. At least they're giving you another game, right?
Man, nobody
Okay.
went no damn Sonic 1.
I'm about to say, how many people have not already played Sonic 1 if they wanted to play it? Come on.
If you're on PC, you got Sonic 1, 2, 3, all of them anyway on emulators. They don't give
Yeah, I'm about to say, you're good.
yeah, Amazon's showing at 70, right, 69.98 right now for Sonic Mania Collector's Edition.
Oh, wait, I see. It's for Amazon Prime. That's why.
Oh yeah, I'm not a Prime member. So
Yeah, I know you're not.
I don't see that
You ain't
price.
about that life.
You hating on that Prime. I don't know why, man. What happened? Y'all seem like y'all was good friends. For a minute.
you got cheated on. That's what happened.
The games aren't coming. On release date for a lot of people. Plus, you have to pre-order to get the discount. You can't just buy I can't just go and buy Ultra Street Fighter 2 right now on Amazon and get my 20%, but I can at Best Buy if I wanted to. Just use that.
Well,
game
you're not
as
gonna
an
pay for
example.
that trash. Come
We
on.
live in a
No.
world where we have both.
Hmm?
Amazon. I use Amazon for a lot of other stuff too. It's not just
Yeah.
video games, so.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm about
bought
to say, I
from
use it
Amazon.
for two different things.
The only thing I bought from Amazon were movies and video games, and Best
Yeah.
Buy has me covered there. Every once in a while, just some random little, like a screen protector for a phone or something, but for the most part. I didn't use it a lot. And Best Buy does the price match. Like, you don't even have to tell them. Like, everything's automatically price matched now. So it's pretty nice.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just go to the store and you see something's on sale. And I was like, I'm going to see what Amazon has it for. Well, I used to. And it was the exact price every time. Yeah, I'm hearing that echo again.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Oh damn! I go on mute, I guess. But
You got some speakers on somewhere?
Oh,
Must be his iPhone or
No,
iPad.
Oh, we'll
no,
see.
must be my. Yeah, let me move my iPad. Let me see if that helps.
It's always Apple fucking up everything.
How is that? How is that? Is it any better?
I don't know.
A little
Yeah, I
bit.
think we're good.
No, I just heard myself say, I don't know.
Yep. Yeah.
I hope. I hope.
I
Two
told you,
seconds.
Apple was the problem. Apple's always been the problem.
So
get out of here with that.
let's talk about another game that isn't $20 and it's $40 coming out soon. That's Rayman Legends, the non-definitive edition, being $40. 4 years after it come out, it's $20 on everything else. How do you guys feel about this game being $40? The fact that it's even coming out this late to me is like it's such a irrelevant game to be added to the library. But what do you think about $40?
Well, man, I mean, it's $20 cheaper than Lego City. The cover was when it came out, and that was $10 more expensive than it was originally. So I guess you got to give them some kudos for that. Like,
Well, then it also
charge you
has
full
its
price.
from what I understand.
Hmm?
Because it has things that the other console versions doesn't, except for maybe the Wii U version. Because it still has the touchscreen stuff. They just separate it into a different mode. I think Kung Foot, that the soccer mini game, has either local multiplayer or online. I forget which. There are a few extra things about it. I don't think it justifies it being $40. But it's a bet. I'll put it this way: it's a better port than Lego City or fucking Street Fighter.
I will say that.
And Street Fighter was what, 42,
And
right?
Bomberman was
Yeah.
50.
Yeah,
It's
so
a
I don't.
new
It's not. To me, it's not as offensive. I'll say
Yeah,
that.
to me, I don't think this. Like, I think again, I thought it was gonna be 60, but when I heard 40, I said, it's not too bad. If you've never played it, I think it's still pretty much a good deal, to be honest. Like, but like, since I think we all have the game here, right? Because if we all have the game here, then it's like, no real point to get it again. The Wii U, I think anyone could agree that that's pretty much the best version to play it on. Unless then again, you could say, but I could take it on the go.
Well, you bought Mario Karts and you bought.
Exactly, yeah. So
I know fucking corporate slaves over here.
I bought
Minecraft 5 times. I bought
Oh, wait, I was gonna say,
5.
Robert. So you did buy it on the Switch, then, Robert?
What, Minecraft? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I bought GTA 5 like 3 times. Something like
Why?
Yeah, why, sir?
Because
Why?
I
That's
bought it-
what-
There's
Okay.
no reason to buy that game 3 times
that.
because
I bought it twice, and twice. I bought it on
Yeah, because I'm about to say PS3, and then you probably bought it
360,
again on PS4.
and then on
Oh.
PC.
oh, okay.
On PC.
Oh, okay. PC is a little bit more justified
Yeah, okay, that's better. That's better.
because at least you didn't pay. You probably didn't pay
That's a pretty
full price
big
for a
difference.
PC.
360 versus PC. That's
Yeah, I
pretty-
mean, on PC, I was playing on the plane. It was pretty cool, So,
Yeah, about to say at least that one's a little bit more justified. I can understand buying it on PC.
But like
But,
to me, like Rayman Legends is like, if you didn't buy it, I actually do recommend it. Like if you've never bought it before, I do say, actually pick it up and you can play it on the go and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah,
know
I'm
the-
But
gonna-
if you already played it and beat it, I don't know if it's really necessarily, unless you love it. If you love it, because I would be such a hypocrite to say not to buy it because I have bought a lot of things over and over again. So I would again like it just kind of depends on the person. I would say for this one specifically.
Yeah,
to
I
be
don't
fair,
really have a problem with the price, or I think the price is okay. And would I like it $10 cheaper? Sure. If it was $10 cheaper, then I might. That might be impulse buy.
Mhm.
Yeah, about to say that
territory
might be
for
day
me.
one stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but because it's still a little bit too expensive, and I already have it. I already have the definitive version, which is a Wii U version. There's no there's no point for me to get this one.
I booted
Well,
up the
definitely-
demo just because I wanted to see how the game looks on the touch in portable mode.
Hmm.
And it looks freaking fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I said
See.
Rayman Legends was always a good looking game, regardless
Yeah,
of what
it's
platform
gorgeous.
you played it on.
there's no way that it looks in TV mode. There's no way it could look any better than the Wii U was already running at 1080p. Had a few frame rate dips on the Wii U, but
Did it?
overall, apparently.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
So you were told that it had frame rate dips. You didn't actually see them yourself. See, you're part of the problem, Juice.
No, if I'm just going off memory. Digital Foundry, somebody.
Oh, of course. Digital Foundry. Digital Foundry.
How do you do the spin attack in this game?
Oh, it's Y.
But you got to be holding.
You have to
Left
be
trigger.
running. You have to be
Maybe
running.
Okay.
You have to which is the L and R trigger.
Yeah,
no,
I forgot about
CL
that.
and CR, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The button
weird.
layout is something I got to readjust to because it took me a minute to realize what the button. I think the reason why this game doesn't seem as bad, especially considering what month it's coming. It's coming out in September, where there's literally nothing but ports coming out next month.
Yeah, next month is an awkward month. It's pretty
Yeah,
weird.
because it's like Pokken Tournament, Dragon Ball Z, Rayman. I think there's like one or two other games I'm missing.
Is it
But, like, there's
Skyrim?
no, yeah, I don't think Skyrim's coming out that early though.
It
Where's
was.
Runner? Where's
It
Runner,
was
man?
coming out that early, and I don't know if they changed it.
I could look, but like the point is, like Nintendo's big game next month is Pokken Tournament,
Pokken,
and it's just
yeah.
another port. So
However, I think that I really do believe Pokemon's going to sell a ton.
Skyrim early. They
Yeah.
come out before all these other games come out.
the only reason
Yeah,
why
I
Pokken
think-
Tournament's gonna sell more than probably people think it will be is because they kept because all those there's like 4 or 5 characters that were Japanese arcade exclusives that we never got in the States, and people are like, well, we want to play the fucking game, but we can't get these characters. So some people will just buy it just for those characters.
Pokken is going to sell. That game is going to
Yeah.
sell because one,
It
it
sold a
ended
million
up.
on Wii U.
That's fine.
which was
There's
ridiculous.
millions of
Crazy.
people who never had a Wii U.
But that's what I'm
So-
saying. It's like if it could sell a million on Wii U, I think in
Oh,
that
yeah.
late in the cycle,
That's what I was about to say. It was so late in the
Yeah.
cycle that a lot of people just didn't even get it. So it's gonna sell. It ain't gonna sell me no copies anytime soon. But
Oh, okay, Mr. Hey, look, y'all, we'll sit there by
I'm gonna
Mario
be too
Kart.
busy,
Pokken Tournament's too rich
Mario
for my
Kart has
blood.
an entire new mode I was begging for the whole time I had my Mario Kart.
I'm gonna be too busy playing Mario and Rabbids.
See, that's the other
Kart
problem.
has
Mario Rabbids comes out
battle
like at
mode,
the end
a
of the
real
month.
battle mode. What's that?
Because Mario Rabbids comes out at the end of the month. It's kind of like, do you really need to get a game for September? Because you'll probably still be playing Mario Rabbids for
No, I
sure.
agree. Well, that's why for me, yeah, that's why I'm
I
not
thought
really
Skyrim was coming in September though. They can't.
I'm looking right now just to double check.
They messing
I'm not-
around because you got
fucking with your emotions.
Fire Emblem Warriors, you got Mario, you got Xenoblade Chronicles 2 somewhere probably in there. Like you can't be messing around.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with that is we don't know when Fire Emblem Warriors and Xenoblade are coming out. Because I'm betting Xenoblade will probably be December and Fire Emblem Warriors will be November.
Yeah, it'll probably be December just like the Chronicles X
The
was.
problem, the issue is going to come is when Mario Odyssey comes out because you ain't going to want to play nothing else for a while.
Yeah, look, once Mario Odyssey comes out, that's what that's gonna be the biggest game of the next 3-4 years. Like this is the game. That
And I'm 100% it from the beginning. I'm not messing around. I'm gonna
Oh, I
be
agree.
digging, scouring through that fucking game
I can't wait.
from the beginning. So
2 months.
Oh, I know what
away.
else is coming out in September. You got NBA. NBA's coming
NBA.
out in September.
Oh, that I'm excited. I'm ready to body.
That comes out in September. I forgot
I've been
about
playing that
that
game until summer, so that's gonna definitely take up. I like to play seasons. Some of these dudes don't play seasons. I don't know what's up with that.
Oh, you know what? You know what? No joke. I actually really like playing seasons too. A lot
I
of people
love
don't
playing
like to play
seasons.
it, but I like to play like an actual full season. I think it's a lot of fun, and it's really cool to do that. But then, most people like to play my career, but I like to do like 82
I agree.
games. It's fun.
I do 82 games.
Yeah.
I never did seasons in Madden or anything.
I do
So-
seasons. Seasons in Madden is like the easiest thing. It's only 16, games in the season.
So anyway,
I've probably done 10 seasons in one purchase.
I haven't played a Madden game.
Not this year though.
Nah, I bought Madden. I bought Madden 10. Wasn't it called Madden 10? Where it was like it had Cardinals and the Steelers on the cover. It was like the first 360 game that really took advantage. It took them like 3 years to get the game to actually take advantage of the hardware.
No hurry, no competition.
And it's like the same freaking lazy animations for the running backs. You get the ball and you have no control over your character till it gets tackled. You know, I was like, come on.
People were getting on my head on OJ's video about, talking about FIFA, and it's like, oh, America isn't the only country in the world. Because I was saying that I guess they were British. I had some British guys getting on me. He's like, because I was like, okay, the only reason FIFA's coming is because FIFA sold, I think the last one sold like 14 million copies, right? So that's the only reason it's coming to Switch, and other games aren't, is because it's specifically numbers for them, and I can't support that. Like, I'm not gonna buy a game that they only put out because they thought the numbers were good for them. Like, that makes me sick. Like, I can't do that. Like, and they're not gonna cater to, most Americans will want Madden or whatnot over, FIFA. And I was making that point. I was like, well, if you did like, even just like Switch fans, it had to be American Switch fans, I don't think. You just did Switch fans, because, in the UK, apparently Switch isn't doing it as well as everywhere else for some reason. But if you did a survey and looked at all of EA's IP and said, which games would you want to come to Switch? FIFA would be at the bottom of that freaking survey. Like, that's just a fact. I don't think I was being harsh about that, but they took it the wrong way. It's okay for them to get, served, but not me. Basically is what they were saying. And I'm like, no, I had to shut them dudes down real quick. It was the destruction. It was total destruction in the comment sections over there. It was if you want some entertainment, go check it out. He started talking about, your YouTube channel sucks.
Oh, no.
It was getting ugly, man. It was funny though. I had a great time.
Yeah, you were just talking about, FIFA and the Europe and UK where Nintendo's not as popular. Guess what? It's been the top selling game for 6 straight weeks in the UK.
Is it Crash still?
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, yeah.
Number 2, Fallout 4. Number 3, Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 4, Dishonored 2.
How the fuck is Grand Theft Auto still selling?
Who the fuck even bought Dishonored 2? Doom, number 5.
They bought it in UK.
Those old games, maybe they're on sale and they're counting. I don't know.
But that's insane, dude. Like,
why are those ahead of Splatoon 2?
What are you guys playing over there? What?
They are Sony. All Sony is just king over there.
I was gonna say, does Europe have like a big gaming install base? Because sometimes I feel like they don't. I feel like they just,
UK.
I feel like they just have a whole bunch of fucking casuals over there playing like one game.
FIFA on PS4 sold almost 12 million copies. On PS4 alone. I was looking it up. I was like, this is insane.
That's ridiculous.
This is why third parties don't like Nintendo, because it's not happening on a Nintendo box. Also,
I went back and casually looked at September. It's literally Port City. Like, we're literally almost every game that's coming. Well, not Port City, but they're all either multi-plat supports coming out in September for the Switch. So it's like you got FIFA and NBA, and then you got like the Lego games. The Lego games are coming out, and then like your Nintendo only titles, like the Nintendo version of Dragon Ball Z and Pokken Tournament. So, like, I mean, we'll have games next month. It just depends on what port and what version of things you're willing to buy.
Next month there's a pork mackerel.
Yeah, I think
for the Switch.
That was terrible.
Damn, yeah, that's crazy. If you look, FIFA 17 on PS4, 11.04 million. And that only came out last year.
I want to fucking see that shit. That's ridiculous.
Last year, that one game, and it sold 8 million alone in Europe. 8.
It's because the motherfuckers are obsessed.
Yeah.
That's insanity. 8 million.
And so I was just trying to make the point, like, okay, that's great for you guys. That's good EA support for you guys, but what about us?
Yeah, like the 10%.
We matter too. Like, I'm not saying don't give us FIFA. Fine, give us FIFA and a game that also caters to this side of the the world, the globe. You know, like that's all I was saying.
One thing I will say, Uncharted 4 has been
Act like they can't do
Uncharted 4 got so much higher in sales because of those bundles.
Oh yeah,
Bundles.
double.
It's crazy.
Actually, didn't the
That's why me
DLC
and
come
Juice
out?
got one. That's why me and Juice have a Uncharted 4 because we got the
Yeah,
bundle.
and those two count as sales. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
amazing how quickly those got added to the totals. Whereas in some Wii U games, when they got bundled, it was like slow to like add the bundles to the total. It was
Well, part of
like
that is
Uncharted 4
Nintendo's
also.
fault.
Yeah,
Nintendo was very slow to release numbers.
it
And
was like Uncharted 4 went from like 3-4 million or something.
Yeah,
to
it was like 3 or
what
4
is it,
million, like
to 9.
3.4. It's
Yeah,
zoom.
now
Actually, speaking of, I was like, when does the Uncharted DLC come out?
This week, I believe.
Is it okay? I thought it was.
Yeah,
I thought it was
this week.
this. I thought it was like this month. I didn't know when it
Basically-
was.
No, I think it's the week of Mario.
22nd, right?
I'm not sure.
basically that's just a digital Uncharted spin-off game. Like it's
That they're selling for $40.
yeah, I mean that's what it is. It's just a digital only standalone game spin-off series.
It's like
you know?
like Metal Gear Solid, the what is it called again? I can't
Oh,
remember
Ground
the name.
Zero. Ground Zero.
Ground
Well, that
Zeroes,
was
yeah.
Ground Zero was a demo. This isn't actually like typical DLC. It's its own game at this point.
Well,
So-
Ground Zeroes though they sold physically. Remember?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Which was fucking
For like
stupid.
$40, and I mean,
And people bought it.
haven't played that game. Metal Gear Solid 5 had some good elements, but it just dragged on, and then there's this whole base building meta game. It was just it was so annoying. But anyway, I forget what we were started off talking about Rayman Legends.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
we covered a lot of things there. When does FIFA 18 come out? Is that September?
Yeah, that's September. I think WWE is the game that doesn't have a release date.
Have
So,
we
like,
even seen like footage like
Of what?
of FIFA 18 on Switch? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
Yeah,
saw
we
it
have.
at E3.
not off screen. I'm talking.
I saw that. E3.
I
That's
think
all
we
they-
saw it for a little bit.
all
Like it was like a
all
minute
they've
worth of
shown.
footage.
They literally only shown portable mode. That's what they're pushing.
They're not
as.
confident in it at all.
Well, dude, you can tell just looking at the character models. That game looks like it's like a 360 PS3.
I don't know.
I
it
was
looked-
gonna say that it looks alright.
The off-screen footage.
Yeah, the fact that you said it like that should already give a warning.
Like
I
to me,
just
it's
saw
like,
recent-
it doesn't look nearly as good as the other versions. To be
Well,
honest.
yeah, you can tell EA half-assed that.
But if it controls good and it has a solid 60, I guess that's what you got to compromise.
I
Wait,
guess,
which
but I
one-
feel like they could probably still do kind of like with
Compromise.
2K.
Well, I think, and then NBA comes out like on the 15th of September.
We haven't
which-
seen any of that. Like that isn't.
Yeah, that's the one I'm more concerned about. That and WWE, but at least WWE doesn't have a date though.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, we actually haven't seen any 2K footage. in
I'm not
general.
concerned about 2K games. They have a good track record. EA, not so much.
Yeah.
Which
Those
is
games
funny
look-
because they want the tease support for next year, and I'm like, well, what game does that really mean? Like, what games are we gonna get next year from EA?
FIFA 19.
Right, and that was another thing they got mad at me about. Like I was talking about how I don't want to hear from you, EA, unless you have a game announcement. Shut the fuck up. Like I don't want to hear from you. And and then he starts pandering, talking about, well, I'm a Nintendo fanboy, and I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear it. All you're doing is pissing us off.
Is that the guy
By
saying he
saying-
takes a Switch everywhere, or was that a different interview?
Yeah, like, so what? I don't care. What does that mean to me? Does that mean a game in my hands? No, I don't care. Like, don't pander and don't patronize me. That's all I was saying. And I'm like, I don't, that means nothing to me that you are a Nintendo. So what? Show me a game or shut the fuck
Yeah, because
up.
like because looking at the list of games that EA has currently, the only games I can see them possibly porting over is some sim shit, some
Is there a
the
Need for
fuck else
Speed
is on
in the ranks?
Yeah.
Need for Speed, Need for Speed,
That Yarn
Payback.
game should be on there.
Yeah, but
What
I
game?
don't.
That Yarn one. That
Darn game.
Oh,
Unravel?
Unraveled.
UFC, and then like maybe Plants vs Zombies.
Plants vs. Zombie. Like I said that
Oh,
from the
Plants
beginning.
vs. Zombies
That
would
is
be
a perfect
great.
game for the Switch. Why isn't that stuff? Why aren't you
Or maybe
like?
you know what? Maybe we'll get a port of Mirror's Edge.
I didn't sell on anything. You know,
I know
maybe
that was the joke, Juice.
it actually have a chance probably to
It
sell.
probably would have a chance on the Switch, actually.
That's true, probably.
That was a
That's
good
kinda
game though.
sad.
I bought it and beat it. It was fun.
The first one didn't sell either. I mean, that doesn't say much about the game. I like the games, so
Well, I think it's because they didn't market that
saying
game.
what I mean.
That game
You
literally
made the
came
game.
out to die.
Put it on the
They
Switch,
didn't-
and you have it has a chance on the Switch with, you know, some diversity.
Yeah, because my question is, do you think we're gonna get fucking like Anthem, or we're gonna get Mass Effect, or we're gonna get Titanfall?
Star Wars.
I think
I'm
Titanfall
not
would,
getting any of that shit.
Titanfall would make sense because there's no competition for that type of game.
Yeah, what that's so interesting that we still haven't gotten our a first person shooter. Neither was there any announced. So it's like
Mhm.
that would
Oh
be
yeah,
a
I just realized that's the one
perfect
genre we have like no representation for.
Yeah, that would be a perfect opportunity for someone to come in and be like, listen, here it is.
Dude,
Here's the first person.
That would imply they got the shit.
Titanfall won't fit on the Switch. Remember what the Rooster Head dude said?
together. You mean the guy who literally saw the console before he even had his hands on it? Or if
Yeah,
he ever got his
Oh,
hands
we
on
saw
it?
the trailer that we saw in October. That was his
Which was
comment.
fucking stupid. I'm more excited for Rocket League at this point. Shit.
I'm very excited for
Hells yeah. Hells
Also,
yeah.
which we need to get games in on that one before we have to start paying for online anyway. Want a fucking release date?
It's going to be interesting to see how that plays and how the cross, because how are you just going to cross play with randoms, or can I say, hey, you know, my buddy on Steam, say, hey, let's play? Like, we're going to be able to join up friends, or is it just
That would be interesting. I'm gonna go and guess that it's just randoms.
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
I feel like that. I don't know how they would do that to be like contact with Steam people. Like that would be weird.
yeah? Because it says it doesn't tell you what system they're on. In
it
that
does
image.
Yeah.
tell you.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
It just tells you they're on a different system. It doesn't tell you which one.
Okay.
And I thought Sony wasn't part of that, but in that interview on IGN, they kind of made it sound like Sony was included.
Yeah, I
They're
was
not,
confused
though.
by it too.
They're not though. That's what they've said themselves, and same thing for Minecraft. So I
Maybe
don't
they-
know.
they
Maybe they
wanna make
changed it.
They didn't want to make Sony mad or something.
Sony,
Well, you
Sony
know
did
about the
kinda make
IGN
it,
panders is Sony a lot. So
Yeah.
that might be part of it.
Well, no, the creator himself was just like,
No, that's what I'm saying. I think
Because it hit
I think
PS4
because
first.
IGN panders, I think they'd just say, "Oh yeah, of course we're talking about Sony, of course."
Yeah. And we got a lot
Whereas
of
we'll exclude Nintendo any choice.
we got a lot of viewers right now, like out of nowhere. All of a sudden bumped up to 70 live viewers. So I just want to say what's up to everybody. And
shitting on EA. That's why.
Hey, look, if we want to keep the gravy train going, you know what we should talk about? We talk about that
Oh,
the
no.
Xbox One X. The Xbox One X is coming out in like 2 months.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
bro.
Because in 2 months.
Yeah.
It's like October or November.
They
isn't
said
it?
when they actually announced it was October. I didn't know. I thought it was,
Yeah, they
I
put
figured
it
it was-
on there.
I figured it would be
cares?
November.
let's get back
Yeah.
on the gaming. Let's talk about gaming.
He said, that's fine. Microsoft ain't gaming. That's cool, man. That's-
Oh, wow, that's
So,
great. Wow, I believe
I
this,
seen
man.
that boiling bolt game is not coming to the Switch. That there was reports earlier in the week that was another game coming to the Switch using Unreal Engine 4. Now, whether they just couldn't announce it at that time and it slipped, or they really something got mixed up. Apparently now they're saying they're considering a port. So I don't know.
Of what?
That's like
So
a
my ability to give a fuck is already gone.
There's a twin stick shooter, Unreal Engine coming to Steam, and then they people were saying it's coming to the Switch, and now apparently it isn't. So that could have been like one of those that leaked, and they're trying to backtrack, like Square did with Dragon Quest XI way back in the day, or it could legitimately not be coming. But it was just another like cool little indie game that was coming. We were getting a lot of those announcements lately, and so. Didn't look like anything exciting to me, but it had like 3D, like cool looking backgrounds. But it was a 2D twin stick like shooter, so it was kind of a cool looking. If it was like a $10-15 indie game, I think it would have been probably done all right on Nintendo system, because Nano Assault Neo was kind of a similar type game and did pretty well. But apparently that's not coming to Switch. But there's that. What was that one called that you put up on your channel? Coming to Steam and
the Hollow.
Hollow.
Yeah.
Sucks that they only showed the PC footage, but that's an interesting looking.
Well, that's
style
probably
game.
that's all there is, and it's just let's get some of that Switch
Mhm.
love by announcing it's coming to Switch,
Yeah.
even though we ain't put one piece of code on the Switch version yet.
I'm sure. That's another thing. Just like with that one game before the Switch came out. Remember that
Oh,
Kid
yeah,
and
the
his dog.
boy, the boy and his dog game.
terrible animation? And
Can
we're
we
looks
not
back
talk
better
at it.
than-
about that?
It looks better than Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Can we stop?
That was funny.
Somebody turn it off. We're done. I'm gonna end this. I don't want to talk about that shit.
Let's talk about this. Like, how many of these indie games you think they're just porting it to the Switch to ride the hype train and get some attention to their game?
About
a lot of
80%.
Yeah, but
About
it's a good bunch of
85%.
them, man.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's a smart move, but eventually,
Piss
like,
people off.
especially if they're not coming out anytime soon, or they cancel it,
Yeah.
or it never shows up. That kind of bullshit we saw on the Wii U. Still waiting
Well,
on.
I heard rumblings that Hollow was supposed to be sometime this year. So
Yeah, they said
looking at-
Q4, but
yeah,
we'll see. I mean, it's all about darkness and lighting, so it's not like it's huge environments on the screen at one time. So
Right,
I wouldn't be shocked if the Switch could pull off some pretty good visuals. It's probably going to be 30 frames per second, kind of a slow style. Someone said it looked like Dead Space, but I didn't see any
I
Dead
thought it was
Space.
like,
there's some. I think it's more Alien Isolation
Yeah.
than anything. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a type of game that obviously it's not being catered to. We ain't getting Resident Evil 7 or nothing, so it's
Well, wait.
tending to a market. It's tending
We
to
got Tokyo Game Show. You never know.
right. Just wait, man. He's got to be patient.
Resident Evil 8 guys is gonna come. That's
They want to
the-
sell Revelations
Please
first.
don't.
So
Resident Evil 8.
there's other
Right.
there's some other smaller titles I've seen get announced, and nothing like super exciting. There's
Nah.
that racing game that's a mobile game that I have no faith in that controlling or playing well at all. But
Well, I mean, it
I'm
is
glad
being
You're being
optimized.
positive.
They're not just bringing the game over; they're optimizing. That's why it's
yeah,
called
but
Unlimited.
they're going from tilt controls on a phone to going from analog stick and a non-analog trigger. We'll see how it turns out. I mean, it could be good, but I'm a little concerned the controls aren't going to feel right. But
Yeah.
we'll wait and see on that.
Possible.
Yeah, and then just any other indie games stand out to anybody that got announced recently, or
Not recently, but man, I'm waiting on Runner and Flipping Death. Like,
Yeah, you're asking for
Yeah,
it.
Runner
We're not-
3 is gonna be
Bro, I feel like
packed.
we're not gonna see that shit until like
Runner
next year.
I want Runner
Game-
3.
Pocket Rumble. Mhm.
Hey
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
we're gonna
and
talk
also
about
now
that.
on Pocket Rumble.
Where
Where's
you
that
at,
at?
bro? Where you at?
Listen, I'm in my feelings right now about
That was supposed to come out in March.
we gotta
Why-
Why
check.
take down? Or what is this?
Well, there's other games to talk about. I know this is an indie game, but they've been teasing that new character for ARMS, and there was a recent picture on Twitter.
See, yeah, what does that mean? Is Biff supposed to be like a
No,
character?
There, people data mine ARMS and found out there's like 3 or 4 characters
Yeah.
that don't have like an actual model in the game, but have code names. And the 2 that people think it's gonna be one of these 2 is one that's codenamed Sweet, and there's another one codenamed Plant. The Twitter leans it towards Sweet being the next character.
Yeah, because of Kane.
Yeah, because all the candy references and people are like, well, we don't know when the update's coming, but we assume it's very soon. So people have speculated it's either a candy-based fighter or a clown-based fighter because some of the signs in the background feature clowns on them.
I think clown would be a mistake.
Why?
I don't know, just because those idiots months ago that were running around terrorizing people in clown outfits. People don't like clowns. I mean, to me, that's
Well, what
not
about
a character.
Ride the hype of it. Call it it.
Actually, I'd be in tears. I would cry. If I saw that shit.
I don't want nothing to do with that.
I would definitely want to be playing as a clown.
Well, because the fear just gets struck in your heart. Like, oh shit.
Yeah,
gotta
me
be
and
playing
you
as
back,
it.
man.
Well, I'm just curious to see how far they're willing to take some of these character designs, because I mean, ARMS already has a pretty kind of unique character design.
Technically, you know what? You could do like maybe like a licorice or something and make it
Well,
like.
I think that's why the Sweet, if it's like a candy thing, because we don't know if it's gonna be a guy or a girl either. That's the other thing. Although everybody in the background's hoping it's a female character because they just
with the
need
nice Twizzler ass, have a nice it could be a literal juicy ass.
Can we not? I'm dead. Just stop. It's a literal juicy ass. What? What is this bitch leaking everywhere?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know
Wow.
what's juicy about a Twizzler.
Nothing.
a
It's
dry-
dry as hell.
We stopped trashing EA. We lost 10 viewers immediately.
You happy, you see? Then you get back on EA's head, man.
Fuck it. I'm fucking dead over that juicy ass shit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to some new stuff there. Hopefully, some people jump back on.
Well, apparently, ARMS community has still been pretty consistent from what I saw online these last few weeks.
Yeah, I had a little trouble getting.
Contrary to popular belief, it's doing pretty well still. Just
Yeah, it was
because
hard.
Splatoon came in, doesn't mean people just abandoned it. Like
Well, not
me.
yet, anyway. Don't wait until fucking Mario Odyssey comes out and everything
Yeah,
gets
it's gonna be
abandoned.
trouble out there. Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
Pokemon
man.
even Pokemon might hurt.
I was gonna say because the ultimate question is gonna come out after Odyssey comes out. Which is the better game,
What's that?
Zelda or Mario?
It's so
That's
hard to
it.
compare
Oh, that
those
would be
two style
so-
games.
It's-
too.
yeah,
You know, it'd be even worse if the DLC released like within the same week.
That would be so Nintendo-like, though. You know.
I know, like Odyssey comes out the end of October and the DLC for Zelda comes out the beginning of November. People be like, "Fuck you!
yeah.
We don't
I
got
was
this
watching
kind of time, Nintendo."
I was watching Rob's video and he was talking about Metroid. Will it come out next holiday? Again, my prediction is it will. Metroid Prime 4 will come out next holiday. And he said, "Oh, you don't think it will come out with Pokemon? Do you?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's not going to stop Nintendo's first party from dropping a game because Pokemon is almost on a different plane. You know,
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a Nintendo game, but I made the point that in 2013 on the 3DS, Pokemon X and Y and Super Mario 3D Land launched within weeks of each other,
Because they're fucking
So that's-
assholes.
a couple weeks. So right,
They
so
think
that
we
didn't
made
stop
enough fucking
either one
money.
of
We're
them.
gonna spend like $80 in the course of 2 days, and you're just like, "Come on, man! I only got one job. The fuck you want me to do? I gotta pay bills with some of this."
It's
And
gonna be
Metroid is not even as big as game as Mario, obviously.
Yeah,
so
but see,
it's
to
even
me,
more of a
I'd be-
chance to come out.
Well, I'd be concerned because I don't want Pokemon to overshadow Metroid. That's my concern.
I don't think it will. They're so different. Like they're the perfect games to come out around the same time. It's like, oh, you can also pick up Pokemon from you Metroid guys, and vice versa, because it's just like they're so different games. I don't think, other than like money, obviously, I don't have enough money to get both.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's like you spend $120 in like a few weeks, and you're like, "Shit, I wouldn't
Yep.
I wouldn't try to drop all this." And they're gonna put out some new amiibo for both, and you're just gonna be sitting there mad as
No.
fuck.
And it makes you
That's-
think. Do you think they're good for like Pokemon when the first one for consoles is gonna be on the Switch, and it's gonna be, I would think, still 2 versions. Do you think they're gonna still sell them both $60 a piece then instead of
probably.
40? Instead of
Probably.
40, like, you know what I mean? You
Well,
would-
if it's on the Switch, that means we're getting like a legit full like I don't know Unreal Engine, but we're gonna get like a high quality game, like at least
yeah.
Wii U quality in terms of graphical fidelity.
Well, it's
At that
gonna-
point,
it's
they're gonna
yeah.
have to put it out as like $60.
Oh man, it's gonna be so gorgeous. Oh,
I'm gonna be fucking in tears, man. All those 3D models and shit.
I can already see the reaction videos of
the
everyone
biggest-
crying.
You know what the biggest improvement would be? I'll be able to walk in 360 degrees and not have to worry about fucking falling into a diagonal axis. and
right.
shit. That shit sucks.
Uh,
I got a circle pad and I can't go 360. What kind of shit is this? Listen, and yes, and for those Pokemon fans in the comments, I know you could technically do that with fucking Sun and Moon, and I think Oris you can do that with like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It's not the fucking point. I want a real analog stick, damn it.
And someone brought up in the chat about Street Fighter and ARMS, Weren't they the same? Oh no, they're not. I take that back.
No, that was a month apart.
No, never mind. I don't know what you're talking about.
that was a good month
Street
between
Fighter
them.
and Arms.
Well, you
mean
could say
Street
that the arms demo. Actually, I'm thinking. No, that.
Oh, Street Fighter.
Yeah,
Ultra,
that's true.
Ultra Street Fighter
Arms.
2.
Yeah.
The test punch came out the day that Street Fighter came out. It was funny.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
there were people that
it
were worried. There were people that worried because they were kind of close that they would affect each other. I was like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah,
People who
the fact
want
that-
Ultra Street Fighter 2 are going to get it because it's a nostalgia thing.
Yeah. I think Splatoon 2 affected ARMS more than anything.
Probably, yeah.
Kinda. I think what hurt Arms is that Arms hasn't had like anything new. Like I mean, patches.
I mean, it's sold over 1 mil. I don't think it needs
Yeah,
to do
Arms
much
is already
more.
a success, folks. Don't act like it's
Mhm.
it's so.
Yeah.
No, it's
2
not.
million. What?
I
But
wonder
listen,
what the development cycle was for that game.
it probably wasn't much considering
Taking a year.
Oh, you bitch! This man was.
let's talk-
I don't believe this man.
Let's take this down since you're talking about bringing new stuff. I'm feeling they're really dragging their feet on Splatoon 2's new content.
Oh, they are.
Like,
You can.
you
tell.
know that shit's on the cart. Everything that's probably going to come out in the next few months. Oh, we get the Umbrella gun, which is available in the single player like day one, and now we're just now getting it. It's not even that good of a weapon, really. But where's some new stages? I mean, there should be something more by now.
Yeah, we
Well,
got
at least
something
the
more.
stages, at least I could argue were in development. The Umbrella, there was no fucking excuse for that shit. Hell, half of the weapons we're getting are weapons that were technically in the first game with just slight reskins and balance tweaks.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because, I mean, people are already mad about the way you unlock weapons, like how you can't get some of the better weapons in the game until you get like a good 10, 20 levels into the game. And it's like, why the fuck do that? These were the weapons that I could get pretty early in the first game. Now I got to grind to get my favorite weapon again.
I'm getting murked the whole time trying to get my
Yeah,
weapon.
you're taking L's and shit for no good reason.
I don't mind them putting, if it's a really good weapon, putting it behind. Like my primary weapon from the first game, the Splash-O-Matic, is unlocked at level 25, which I'm at 22. So I'm getting close, but I just got the Splatter Shot, or the Hero. What is that gun called? The replica. Is it Splatter Shot? Hero Shot?
Yeah.
Hero Shot replica. And that thing is, I beasted. I played 4 games and I was like untouchable with it. It's got.
Just to be
good
fair
range.
though, like just you have like what over 40 hours in the game, and to unlock the weapon that you were pretty good with in the first game is going to take you borderline 50 hours to get in.
Yeah, I put at least 15 hours in the single player though.
Okay, fine. I ran it down. Maybe it was like 30. It'd be like 30 or 25 hours.
I mean, but that's in Call of Duty that sometimes the best weapon was unlocked at the final level. Level 50 to get
Hey,
the,
listen, but you listen. Don't compare trash with Magic. I don't want to see that shit. That's a terrible comparison.
I don't mind that, giving you incentive to like want to level up.
Well, I mean, I get it. I just, for Splatoon, it's a little bit more annoying, compounded with all the other little things that piss you off about the game, like all the time constraints and shit. Like, it's just kind of like, I get it, and it probably wouldn't bother me if that was the only issue. But you got like all these small other things, like, oh yeah, we had a really good run in Salmon Run last weekend. We can't play it again for a little while though, because
Until Nintendo feels like
and fucking time limited bullshit, and you're just kind of like. I really wouldn't mind the whole lack of my favorite weapon if I could at least play all the modes and fuck around with all the weapons that way. No, you gotta just set your clock. Set your
feels like
clock.
something they're doing to prolong the damn game too.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
like,
it
it's like
feels
it's like they think it's like they don't think Splatoon will have longevity. It's like
It will.
Are you kidding me? It's fucking Splatoon.
Shout out to Unforgiven for being our 4th in Salmon Run and Beast, and like he knew he plays that mostly all the time.
Yeah.
So he really carried us in a couple, and
That mode is still fucking surprising me. That's what trips me out.
yeah, and it's tough and forcing you to use weapons you don't want to use. I mean, it sucks because we had the Dapple Dualies, which have even less range, the Tri-Slosher, which I hate compared to the Slosher, and then a roller. Was it a roller? No.
Yeah, it was a roller.
Yeah,
Carbon
roller. And what was the 4th weapon?
The Gatling, the Splatling.
The Splatling. There wasn't really a good. The Splatling has range, but you got to really charge it. So it was an interesting mix.
Yeah, you gotta hold the button.
I think made it harder than maybe that's to help with the difficulty, because it does make it more challenging.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the curves, and it makes you want to get better with certain other weapons because of it.
Yeah,
It
we
just-
played for what, 2 hours at least that mode,
Yeah, it felt like that. It felt a little longer than that, but yeah,
maybe
around 2
more
hours.
because I mean we played for like 5 hours total.
We did a lot of those one more situations. We're sitting in the back going, one more. Hey man, I was trying to get my motherfucking raise. People out here, I'm trying to feed my kids that I don't have. Right? Y'all
Might as well
ain't-
play the hell out of that shit while you can.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
know.
You know,
Play while you can.
Everything's fleeting.
But I'm really shocked that there hasn't been a new map by now. And
It's
How long
kinda
did it take
shocking.
for us? I would say, how long did it take us to get the? Oh no,
all those maps were on the disc, so
well, it's true, but I mean, it's still.
How-
I don't know if we got all of those.
the only maps that weren't on the disc were the last two.
How shocked will you be after 2 years? When they stop supporting the game with content. How shocked would you be if there's no Mario Sunshine themed map?
I won't be shocked at all.
I wouldn't care.
They didn't do it in the first game. I don't think they're going to do it in this one.
I think.
I feel like T was expecting a different answer. He was like,
think it's
I
a different-
don't think they're going
No,
to.
I wasn't expecting a different answer. But I think there's
Oh, okay.
I think it's a different situation. I would hope they would do something like that, but we'll see.
It'd be nice, but I just don't think they will.
I think they want these new IPs to stand on their feet for a good while.
Because they realize
before-
that Mario Sunshine is trash, and
Mhm. I think that's it.
Jesus Christ. That was fucking terrible, man.
I'm
they
good.
want to
now.
remind people.
But
how
yeah,
trash
all
the
I
game
was saying is I think they want these IPs to stand on their feet for a while before they start throwing them into everything. Although that didn't stop them from throwing Splatoon in the fucking Mario Kart, so goddamn.
I'm gonna say, what you talking about, man?
You know what's
Uh,
crazy? I was playing.
You don't
Mario
think you're gonna
Kart.
see a Squid Kid in the next Smash?
Yeah, there's gonna be.
Oh no! I guess I should rephrase that. I don't think they're gonna throw Mario stuff or like other Nintendo franchises into their games. That's what I should have said.
Yeah,
I think they want them to hang on their own feet for a while before they
That's
do
true.
that.
but
They've already done that.
Because they'll
Speaking
just
of
they'll cross promote with the other games. That's why.
Yeah,
Do we have a
Mario
delay?
Kart-
I think we got a delay or something going on here.
Probably.
No, I just keep trying to say something and you guys keep cutting me off.
No, I noticed like late reactions to my comments. You guys will laugh a little later than
Oh,
I
I'm
would
drunk.
expect.
Probably
Don't make me no mad. I'm fucking stupid. Don't worry about me.
But speaking of Mario Kart 8, I'm hearing the delay. I'm hearing the echo about 2 seconds after I say it.
I heard it and just paused, and I was like, "Oh,
I'm muting T.
Uh-oh.
There it goes. So I was playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and my buddy, he's just sick of playing with the Joy-Con sideways. I'm like, you know what? I have 2 Pro controllers and the Wii U gamepad. I have it hooked up downstairs, so we go play Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U down in my basement. And the first thing I notice is, where's my fucking Inkling? Like, where's my character? And it was such a bummer that I didn't have my Inkling character to play as. And then we start the game up, and it looks significantly, and we're playing 3-player split screen, significantly worse than I remembered. Like the Wii U version, it's Jaggy City. It looked like a fucking PS2 game to me. Like we were joking about how big of a difference it was going from Deluxe to the regular one on the Wii U.
Huh.
And it really felt like, wow, this is far more inferior than I really realized. And I've been using the Inkling girl since pretty much day one, and not having that character. And who's the other? Was there another new character for?
Bowser
there's two.
Jr.
Yeah, Bowser
Bowser
Jr.
Jr.
And it was just
Dry-
like, wow, I
Dry
missed
Bowser.
them.
and
It's
Dry
crazy.
Bones and King Boo and shit.
Mm-hmm. And then the 2 items, it really felt like taking a huge step back, honestly. Nice playing with those Pro controllers versus the sideways Joy-Cons, though, I'll tell you.
Well, actually, that was like speaking of the Wii U and Switch transition, because I was very tempted last night. Not last night, I think a few days ago. Way Forward was like, "Hey, we got your download code for the new Shantae stuff you can get," and I was like, "Oh, cool." And I went, "Oh fuck, I gotta open my box and like reconnect the Wii U just to get the download code." And I'm like so tempted to be like, I might just wait. I do not want to make that transition back. And it's nothing against the Wii U, but I really don't want to pick up the console again just to play the fucking DLC of a game I've already beaten twice, by the way. and fucking, and then go, oh, well, I'm gonna go get it on Switch and be like, yeah, I totally want to go play it for a third fucking time. So I think I might just wait and hold out and then get it later because I'm so I just don't want to turn that console on again like anymore. And it's other than
Yeah, mine's unplugged, but I don't want to plug it back in.
Oh, dude, I put mine back in the box. I think there's a game disc in mine and I haven't even injected it. It's just sitting in the box.
Yeah, I haven't gone that far.
It's because I had to make room. Like if I put the Switch in, I don't have room for the Wii U. I don't have that luxury of having enough room for like 4 consoles. Because I
know what you're saying. Because with Shovel Knight, since I bought that game way back day one, I got the Spectre of Torment DLC without having to buy it. But I turned on the Wii U and it's like it plays awesome. It's so much better than just Shovel Knight. Like it's really an awesome playing platformer now with the way he controls versus Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I really like this, but I almost want to just pay $10 and get that on the Switch. It's crazy.
because you just don't want to. It's not even against the Wii U. It's just if I bought a new console and the game's on my console, even if it's on the old console, I'm just like I kind of just want it on the new console. I just don't necessarily want to spend the money to put it on the new console.
And that's kind of why I think people might, dip for like Rayman Legends and stuff.
Well, no,
y'all some bitches, man. Straight bitch.
Yeah, it was my favorite Nintendo console of all time.
Look, the whole thing about the Rayman situation is a little different because the Rayman was literally available for 4 years on everything under the fucking sun. Like literally, the only system it wasn't on, I think, was fucking 3DS and maybe PC.
No, it's not PC, I believe.
It's on PC.
It was on PC. So yeah, everything. Like it's not like with certain, exclusive modes and features on certain consoles. Like Rayman I really think they're trying to justify making another game, which saddens me because I think Rayman Legends and Origins were really good games. And they're just like, well, let's see if we can get a little bit more money. And I'm like, guys, I don't know how well that's going to sell. But then again, and just to be fair, because I didn't want to bring this up because I was really happy when I saw this. I know you guys wouldn't. I think he might, but I know Juice doesn't care that much. This Gaia 5, which was that anime-looking game that came out back in May, so 100,000, and that's a game that's been out on the PlayStation 4 for like a year. I was fucking surprised it sold that well, and considering that was like a
$60.
It was a $60 game, and it was a 1-to-1 port, and it had all the DLC on it. I'm pretty fucking happy. So I mean that gives Rayman hope, especially because Rayman's only $40.
And Rayman is a 2D platformer that there's not many of.
I think what will help Rayman is the fact that like they have the Kung Foot local multiplayer added into this game. I think that might be what helped a lot of these fucking games is the fact they got local. I think that's probably what helped Street Fighter partially. Is that Street Fighter had local multiplayer built right into the box.
Yeah, you could take the Joy-Cons and hand one off to somebody else, and you can be like you're at the damn arcade in '96 again or something. Yeah,
because like even because that interview with the Rocket League developers, they're talking about doing controls for just the single Joy-Con, and you're like, and a lot of us are like, why the fuck would you want to do that? And go, oh, because I bet you that'd be like one of the main selling points of that version of the game,
right?
Which is nuts to me. I'm curious to see how many people bought that game purely for that reason because it had local multiplayer.
I bet a lot.
I'm baffled. Oh, and side note, going back to your Mario Kart story, Juice. I'm gonna say this now. I think I was saying it when we were doing the Salmon Run this weekend. Buy that fucking Nyko controller. I promise you, it's cheap. You get the charger Joy-Cons. I don't think you or your friend would have any issue playing on that controller. Because I know that was part of the reason why you weren't.
Well, we're playing 3-player, so.
Oh fuck.
That's why.
I was going for a cheap option and I got shot down in the middle of my
I still have to buy a whole nother set of Joy-Cons there, so I probably just
Nintendo forcing you to spend all this money, forcing you.
Hidden cost. It's real.
The hidden cost, man.
Well, the fact that you're able to play 3-player anyway is right out of the box. Well, not right out of the box. I guess.
What, your PS4 didn't come with 3 controllers?
It came with 1.5 because I got the microphone with it. I got my microphone so I could do voice chat. So
I threw that fucker away.
Piece of shit. It has a piece of shit little dongle. That's garbage.
Hey man, it was a work in progress.
I bought that PDP Afterglow level 1 or whatever, and that's a great little headset for under $20. I use that now. That's what I use.
Oh, that was the one with good quality you tested with us one of those nights?
I was using it. That's all I use now. So
is it?
Even though Discord, we were using Discord, it was cutting in and out. In the
I'm using my Wii U one that I bought. I think was it day one. I think for Call of Duty, and maybe I bought it for Monster Hunter. I think that's when I bought it, and it's all taped up. This thing is hanging on by a string. It's taped up and
wait. So let me get this straight to you. You sit here and you buy these collector's editions, but you can't get yourself a quality headset, man. What's going on, man?
Excuse me. I got a quality headset, and you guys said it was too clean. It was too much noise. I bought a new one.
That means it wasn't quality, T.
Oh, I spent $60 on it, but it should be quality. It's just it picked up a lot more
I'm
noise.
gonna say this. You spend $100 on B headphones. That doesn't make them good headphones. I'm just gonna say
it's a quality headset. It's just that it picks up for some reason. It picks up everything, and where this one don't. And for some reason, I don't know. This is the
too sensitive.
The MLA. Is it the MLA? Is that what they call it? The Wii U MLA headset.
I don't remember.
And the sound is good in these. And most other headset I've tried have that issue where it's just like it picks up everything. Like my fan's on full blast right now. You guys probably can't even hear.
No.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying.
And what up to
that goddamn echo?
I'm trying to find these a new set of these. That's got to do with the headset. It's all this wireless shit I got going on in here. I'm trying to find a new set of these, and good luck with that.
I'm telling you that
Can't find them
these
anywhere.
PDP ones work great. It's just a single earpiece with a mic. It's not a stereo. It's just made for voice chat. Like,
yeah,
hooked up to I have it to my phone, or if you had a PS4, could just plug it right into the controller and use it that way if I wanted to. So, and it was like $15 or something, and it's pretty comfortable. I wish it went over the ear. It's one of those sit on top of your ear ones, but I had it in my head the whole time, 5 hours, and I didn't have any issues. So that's definitely somebody out there looking for one. They're on clearance at Meijer, where I live, because it was a launch day headset and there was nothing to use it on because the voice chat thing wasn't there.
Yeah, that was fucking stupid.
Yeah, so they dropped the price, and it was the PDP Afterglow level 1s for the Switch, and it's definitely worth it.
This has been a very random podcast.
I know it is. Especially when
we've been all over the goddamn place.
Especially with hearing myself, after I say everything, hearing it.
I didn't even think about it.
Oh, Lord.
Technically, since the Switch is region free, anyone can get Sonic Mania right now.
Yeah, but see, man, you listen. You trying to tempt me to do some stupid shit. I'm not.
Terrell.
All you gotta do is create a second
Sonic Mania.
Yeah, but I still gotta pay another $20 to get the game, man.
Oh, that's right.
What do you mean? Oh, that's right. Did you forget you had to buy a game?
I forgot you had.
Terrell, instead of waiting, you could get it now. Terrell.
Robert, listen, I did that with Fire Emblem, and I spent like $120 on like that one game. All right, I would rather not have that level of weakness again.
Yeah, there's no waifus in Sonic.
Well, man,
I know.
Sonic is the wife.
So fucking huge. I'm at a loss for words, Juice.
Sonic is that number one waifu.
It's just stop. All right, look, it's my fucking childhood. Leave that shit alone. All right.
Where's
did you
what?
Did you guys see that Switches are going to be in stock in all the GameStops and
yeah, apparently
like all of them?
Oh yeah. By the way, we do need to bring up that other thing. Apparently, Nintendo's Japanese site has a create your own Switch thing on their website now.
Yeah, did you see something about that? I don't. It's not on the U.S. though, right?
No, because the U.S. we don't get nice things. That's why. But like
That's
you can
pretty cool.
you can create like your own bunches of Joy Cons and fucking and the
Even
little, wrist straps.
wrist straps. There you go. Even
Yeah,
that-
so you can do like blue, green,
They
yellow.
can't even get a Switch now. Now they want people to wait for some custom version.
Oh yeah.
Well, at least then they have all the time in the world when they order it. That's why.
Estimated delivery is 3 years.
So the estimated delivery is back when the Switch's new revision comes out, the new
Yeah,
Nintendo Switch.
yeah.
hmm
That shit's terrible.
I feel like they're gonna do that, right? I feel like they're gonna make a new Nintendo Switch eventually.
I wonder why they're restocking it this week though. I'm curious.
I think their production finally caught up.
Well, that and Apple stopped being dicks, and they were like, "Can I get my hand on some parts now?" Sure, we'll let you get your hands on a little bit, bitch. Thank you.
But only for this week. That's why it's only stocked for this week.
I know Apple's like, look, we got to make the new iPhone in a few weeks. All right, you better get your hands in there and get out. You ain't got no
It'll be
time for
interesting.
this.
It'll be interesting to see if they got like plenty of stock to see what happens because after Splatoon 2 they had like 6 Switches at the store I go to, and like 4 days later they had 2 or 3 left, and then finally now I went the other day and they were all gone. So they lasted over a week, so before they're sold out. So it's not like people waiting in line like Amiibos and they're gone that night. So it's and if this GameStop thing's real and every store is getting restocked, so what's going to happen is they're going to be seen in stores, and now all of a sudden it's not hot, it's not a cool thing anymore. We'll see how that affects people's the mindset about the Switch if they start seeing them in stores. Like, oh, it's over.
I think it depends on what game, because I mean at this point, the games that people are still looking for are kind of out. The only other game that I think is really going to push sales is Mario Odyssey. And for a lot of people, it's also Metroid. But I don't think that by the time Metroid comes out, I think we will fix the problem. I'm curious what's going to happen with Mario Odyssey. Just think about it. You'll now have a console that has your major Zelda, your fucking Splatoon, your fucking ARMS, if for those who care, and then your Mario and Rabbids, and then your mainstream Mario. And it's like, I can't not buy the system, guys. Like
And then obviously they already announced the Pokemon. Like that's huge.
it is, but we need to right now. That's for next year, probably next year or maybe 2019.
That's their secret weapon. That's literally a nuke. It's like it's gonna.
I feel like that's not the best
We're talking about no nukes right now, man.
Yeah, I'll say you live in the U.S. That's not the best choice of words. You better wait a few, I don't know, years before we bring that shit up. If we're still alive, by the way, so
They should call that Pokemon nuke, Pokemon bomb.
Wow. It's like, well, why don't you just say fucking Hiroshima and Pearl Harbor and just get it over with? You just skip the bullshit. This is a weird day. This has been a weird ass podcast.
What do you think the Odyssey effect will be? Because Galaxy did amazing on the Wii.
They'll crash everything Nintendo related.
Do you think that Odyssey is going to have the same effect?
I think it's going to crash the eShop. It's going to break. It's going to break the holiday lines for stores, and Nintendo's site's going to crash. Like you're just going to take everything down Nintendo related.
I think
it's hard to think back.
Odyssey's gonna go out of stock. That's what I think.
Well, you think the game's going to outsell the console again?
It's just crazy.
I don't think you'd have that many.
Thinking back 10 years ago when Galaxy came out, the Wii had already been out for. Well, it came out in 2000. Galaxy came out in 2007. Was it holiday?
Probably.
So the Wii had been out for a year, and if I'm remembering, the Wii sold close to like 16, 18 million, I think, the first year. Something.
Yeah, they were trying to keep up stock with that shit.
I can't remember how well Galaxy did at launch because I really wasn't paying attention to that stuff back then. I know overall it's over 11 million sold, but I can't remember the launch hype for that game.
Oh, you know what we should talk about real quick though? Nintendo's at PAX West this year, which I think is next month. They're having that special panel, but nobody knows what like the topic of the panel is.
It could totally just be like Super Odyssey, though.
Hey,
I
but
think
why would you
Metroid
hide?
probably.
Yeah, but I'd say it has to be a game that hasn't been revealed or isn't coming out for a while. Because
I
why?
wish it was Animal Crossing.
Why would they do that? They want the focus. I think they want the focus to be on, especially Metroid, because Metroid historically games don't sell that well. So
We got a panel at PAX.
putting a push.
Yeah, they have like a
Yeah, West.
full-on panel at PAX West.
I'm gonna guess it's indie.
Really?
Last time we thought that, it was Metroid. Last time they talked about, oh, what's this secret game that all these they're flying people out to see, and it was Metroid: Samus Returns. You know, it was like, I think that's what is going to be more of Metroid, because that's coming out soon. They're making a push for it, I think.
Oh, you're talking about the
3DS
3DS?
is
Oh, so
yeah,
you-
Metroid: Samus Returns.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the game you're referring to. I thought you were talking about Prime 4.
Yeah.
Recently, I think, a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, Nintendo was flying people out, like YouTubers out, and it was the secret. Oh, what's the secret games that they're showing? It was Metroid. It was Metroid, Samus Returns, and Mario Odyssey. So I think it's going to be more of that. They're going to push what's coming now instead of having you, oh my gosh, announcing something new outside of a direct. Oh, come on, that's not going to happen.
Well, it could be an announcement, and then like the PAX thing is just kind of like a full-on showing of it.
And what PAX are we talking
They could become like.
Come on, PAX West. All the PAXs are passed, and West is the last one. And they're gonna. I don't know.
Well, isn't Tokyo Game Show in September too?
Yeah, TGS is September.
And Runner 3 just confirmed they're going to be at PAX with a playable version. of Runner.
Awesome.
So you think it's more of an indie?
I think it's going to be indies. That's just my
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
The reason why
I don't think it's
the
gonna
reason
be-
why I don't think it's Metroid, because at that point it's like literally right around the corner from Metroid's release date. Like
That's the perfect time to like hype it up. Oh, we're about to sell this. It's about to come out.
yeah, but like
Let's-
at that point I would think the reviews are about to come out, and I mean like I guess it makes sense. I don't know.
I was watching the Nintendo Minute.
When I'm right, I need you to get on your knees and say thank you.
Listen, if I can put a pillow on my knees, that's all I care about. If I can I'm not gonna get on a hard ass floor, man. My knees ain't
You were right. What's the name that came up with me? You were right, T. Stradamus.
Oh god. Everything's the Damas with you. You fucking say Damas and fucking I want a fucking Damas shit.
I'm right, man.
Yeah,
I was right about
yeah.
Prime 4. Nobody believed it. I said, it's happening, bro. Believe me. And I was right.
We
And I'm
believe
gonna
you.
be right about
Listen,
this.
I believe it as much as I believe that you have a mohawk right now. All right, that's how much.
Hey, you never know.
I don't believe that shit. You ain't gonna get me. You ain't gonna book me, man.
It'd be interesting to see if there's a Nintendo Direct sometime soon.
I was kind of hoping we would get
hope.
one like announced tonight while we're doing
Yeah.
the podcast.
I thought it was I was hoping for this month, but I mean, technically, we still got half.
Yeah,
of
they
I'm about to
only
say
give
we're
you 2
only
days.
halfway through the month, man.
Yeah,
Are
give
they
you 2
less
days.
frequent with the Switch, or am I just tripping?
They're definitely less.
Ever
frequent.
since Kimishima took over and Iwata passed, they've been pretty
we
infrequent.
got what was it? We got one in spring, then we got E3, and then that's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
pretty
it.
much.
Okay, so I'm not tripping then.
It feels lesser. If we get one this month, then it'll feel a little bit more balanced. But that's the main, especially because we got like few games that haven't even been mentioned, like Payday 2. Payday
Oh,
2.
yeah.
Payday 2 is just like thrown out there. Bye.
It came out. We
Payday 2,
didn't even
guys.
know.
Bye.
Yeah, it was such a random fucking thing. It was like, hey guys, you're getting Payday 2. All right, we'll talk to you to the next game. What? No, hold on a second. Hey, pause the thing. Go back. What do you mean Payday 2's coming to Switch? Well, hold on a second. And then we have heard like jack shit and all about it. We've heard more about
Who's,
Rocket League.
Who's gonna get Payday 2?
Nah, I don't know.
I mean, it would be
Nobody-
cool if we
Damn.
all played, but that means we all gotta buy it, you know. That's literally.
That's how it works.
The
though,
whole-
bro.
Oh, really, Robert? I didn't know that.
Because the whole thing is that
Unless it pulls up the back of a truck or something, and then you gotta buy it.
then we could do a real life Payday too. There
No,
you go.
that's called
Robert's gonna be
backwards.
playing. He's gonna be chasing that Poonanny around. He's,
Oh my
Where the
god,
fuck?
he didn't just. Is it 1993 again? What?
Yeah, what the
word did you just use?
I'm trying to teach the lad a word he probably never heard before.
What lad?
Lad. The lad.
He was
The lad.
Robert's been chasing some tail. We haven't seen.
How you gonna put this
Splatoon.
man business out here?
I know that's cold. That is cold. Maybe you don't want people to know all that. You know?
Yeah, that's
Who's
dirty
gonna know?
shit.
Maybe the tail is listening.
No,
Yeah, we gonna
that'd
incriminate
be
this man.
impossible. If she is, how's it going? No.
Let's just say we haven't seen.
no chance.
Surprisingly, I haven't seen Robert on Splatoon when we.
I mean,
playing.
I will say that, yeah, over this past week, I haven't played a lot of stuff.
Something's a little bit more important than video games, man. You know.
Hey, I'm not dogging him.
I'm glad this podcast is evolving some fuckery at this point.
Wow, literally.
I'm so
Just-
fucking mad.
Just don't give up gaming altogether for a woman. That's my.
Of course
Oh,
not.
man.
I'm gonna play Sonic
wanna-
Mania tomorrow.
I was like, don't give up on your true
Girls and
future.
gaming advice from Grandpa Juice.
Let me just tell you, it's not a good trade. I did
Okay,
it.
listen.
All right, now you're going too far. You're going too far.
Listen, Robert. If you're gonna take advice about girls and gaming, take advice from the married man with kids. All right.
So
Well, get you a girl. Hopefully that doesn't mind your goofy hobbies and stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah, that's all.
you can
that's
do
all
that,
I'm
then you're good
gonna
to
say.
go.
My negative
Yeah.
experience could help educate.
Yeah, don't mess around getting no
What?
succubus. That'll suck the life out of you, and maybe even some money.
All I'm saying,
You
is
don't
that,
want one of them.
Oh, you're gonna play video games again? That's what you want. Why do you want to play video games?
You
Like,
got to go.
Bitch, you knew who I was.
Damn, you're talking about some personal issues of it.
Nah,
This isn't
forever.
hypothetical anymore, folks.
Yeah,
This is-
No, this is like 15 years ago. I'm just trying
oh
to.
my God,
my
it
God.
still
Educate the
stings. It is still that wound is still ripe.
I don't have a son to pass on my knowledge to.
Okay,
so-
this is getting weird. Chill out. This man's like before I die.
I bet this is entertaining on the other end, though.
Yeah, this shit is weird. As
Yeah, I don't know
fuck.
why you guys are making a big deal out of me just telling Rob it ain't worth giving up gaming for a woman.
I can just
Well,
see.
of course, I
No,
I can't.
need to know that. I don't think he needs anybody to tell him that. I think he
I feel
probably.
like Juice is in the rocking chair.
I didn't
That's
think
his
I needed
decision,
anybody
man.
to tell me that.
That's his decision to make. Maybe you got to learn some stuff on your own.
That's
You can't
true.
have people
What has
tell you
happened? What has happened? All right. I don't.
I guess T don't like
Well,
to give
you-
advice to Robert.
Talk about sexual act with deviant art, but don't talk about girls and that's a bridge too far, man.
Fuck it. I even care anymore.
Well, I think it's time to.
Yeah,
This is what happens when
Yeah.
we lose. This is what happened when we were one down, one short in the podcast. We just start straying off into
We
weird
ran out of gaming
situations.
topics, so
No, we didn't run out of game.
No, we didn't touch the new Capcom news.
Wait. You talking about the
The new
Okami
Switch
stuff?
Capcom news, man. Come
Oh,
on.
you mean lack thereof?
Yeah, that's news because
Yeah.
it's not news.
What?
Capcom being
well, still
Capcom.
just reportedly coming to the other systems.
I thought it was confirmed. Which is it? Damn it!
I saw confirmation.
I'm looking. Everything
saw
I
somebody
says is
say
reportedly.
so you never know.
Yeah.
Some people say, "Oh, that's confirmed." Oh, really?
Is Capcom just evolved into a porting company? Because when the fuck has they made new games? What's going
Well,
on?
yeah, they've been this way for a while now. Where you been at, man?
Well, I mean, we still got Marvel's Capcom Infinite coming.
Well, yeah, they'll drop. How long did it? When was the last one?
What was that? Are you talking about the last re-release? Or you talking about the last game?
No, the last Marvel vs. Capcom is what I'm talking about.
Oh, well, it came out in 20. What was that? 20. It was on PS3, so that was probably 2012, 2011.
It was that late?
What are you talking about? You're only talking about
Yeah,
the original Marvel's
PS4
Capcom. You're not talking about
It's Capcom
the
3. When did that come out? The first.
Yeah, that
it
was
was like
like
different
20
iterations.
I think it was 2010. I mean 2011, 2012.
Really?
Let me Let me
Yeah,
check.
'cause the PS4 came out in 2013, so it was
Yeah, that's what I said. Hey,
2011 it came out, early 2011.
Wait. I have Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on my PS2 or PS3. So
oh, but you have a PS2. How the
PS, I have it on PS3. So
According to Google,
why is
it
it
came
PS4,
out
man?
2011 on PS3, Xbox 360.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I thought. It came out pretty late into the PS3 life
So
cycle.
that's 6 years.
That's 6 years ago. You know.
And more than 6. Because that was
Well, then you also got to remember Ultimate Marvel's Capcom came out like 6
Well,
months
I don't
later.
count that shit.
you can't count
It came out
the
what was the
No,
same
releases.
year.
I don't count Street Fighter's Ultra Street Fighter. I don't count that as a different game, even though it kind of is. It's just more of the.
It's called being
It's
a
more
better
of the game you already got. Yeah,
It's the better version of the game, except
the game
without
you shoulda
the
got.
DLC.
I'm talking about. We talking about a actual new game. How many new games have Capcom
Guess
made
when
in
that
the last
came
5, 6 years?
When do you think the Ultimate version came out?
6 months later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
November
I
2011.
remember that. And you know why? Because I saw it and I said, "You bastards made me pay for the Steelbook and gave me
it's
these
bullshit.
DLC characters, and then said Ultimate's coming out." And I was like, "Fuck y'all! I'm not buying."
Why would you
that
ever
shit.
support them
It's
again?
one thing to do that when there's no internet, but we have internet now, and you can't
know,
just put
look,
out
okay,
these.
Hey, look, I just
ultra
want to clarify,
versions.
T. It's not justifiable regardless.
I'm just saying. No, back when when Super Nintendo and all that stuff was out, that's one thing because it's like okay, well, it ain't like they can update the damn game. You just have to buy another copy. So that's one thing. But now you can just update the damn game,
Mm-hmm.
and they went out and put out another version. That's some
They
BS.
put it out 2 years later as a launch title on the PS4.
Yeah, they can go eat a bag of dicks for. That's part of the reason why I'm not excited for Infinite because 3 burned me so
Infinite
bad.
looks terrible.
All Capcom's best studios are gone. So they're like OJ said, they're a port station.
Yeah, I'm about to say the only new games we got this year was
Monster Hunter?
Well, no, Monster Hunter, Resident Evil 7, Marvel's Capcom Infinite, and is that it?
and that's not like it's a new. Well, it's new, but
Well, it's new, but it's reusing a lot.
And it has
of 3.
less than the last game, right? Less characters and stuff, or it's not finalized, the roster?
Oh no, the roster.
there's no X-Men characters.
Yeah, but I say the roster's been
One.
leaked, and like most of it's like fucking Marvel's Capcom 3 characters with a few new ones, and some DLC of like characters that haven't been around since Marvel's Capcom 1 and 2. But they took out like the characters people gave a shit about, like the X-Men characters. Some of the Dark Stalkers
don't
characters
remember-
are gone.
We don't
Fucking-
remember those anyway.
Yeah, the Capcom representation is just as bad, dude. Like fucking, I mean, where the fuck is Okami? You took Okami out of the game. Beautiful Joe isn't in the game. Fucking,
Too complicated
I'm
because they
so-
don't have platinum games there
they,
to
took
help
out,
them.
like, they literally took out all my mains. All the characters I played with are gone.
They don't have platinum there to help them with the character design and the move set and
It
stuff.
looks retarded too. Like from what
I heard, the gameplay's all right. People just don't like the roster and like.
I don't like the visual style at all.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They don't like the roster. They don't like the visual style. They don't like the. Oh yeah, Venom and fucking Sigma are DLC characters. Sigma, the characters are part of the main story of the game.
That's
He's a fucking DLC character in
God,
Venom.
this looks
So
trash.
I can get Spider-Man, but I can't get Venom. What kind of shit
Who's
is
this
that?
dude?
This is Capcom fucking, man.
Who's this guy with no shirt on? This old like guy body slamming people. Is he a wrestler? Like who the fuck is this guy?
You talking about Thanos, or you talking about
No, he's just some dude with a beard. Looks like World War II.
Haggard from
Haggard from
what's that, Final
oh my
Fight?
gosh. Final Fight, yeah.
Oh, that's who it is. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
And that's-
recognize him in this terrible art style.
Well,
The art style looks like ass, so it's hard to tell.
That's all I see that move. His drop kick definitely.
Well, I'm about to say, T, who's Spencer from? I forgot what game that's
Spencer's
from.
I almost said Final Fight.
Dead Rising.
No,
No,
Frank West.
it's a Fury. Is it? What's that game?
I don't know the game. I couldn't because he's been redesigned. That's not his original design.
Yeah. God
Oh,
damn it.
Bionic something? Commando? No, Bionic Arm. Shit.
Is he Spencer from Bionic Commando? No.
No, what? I think it. Hold on, wait a minute. Fuck it. Hold on a second.
Actually, I don't remember who that dude is.
It just looks
That's
like
his
nonsense.
redesign because he's not originally from. That's not what he originally looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Bionic Commando.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's just all this damn cutscenes, these fancy special moves. Like, where's the fighting game? It's just
Nate, because he's from that reversion. That's not the original.
That's it. Yeah, that's not his original look. So it's like
No. I'm saying that's not the original Bionic Commando I'm thinking about. This is from the remake or whatever they did a few years ago on 360.
that no one bought.
The garbage way. Yeah, that way.
Yeah, that's why the only time we ever get to see him is in this game, and it's like I don't even know who the fuck you are. Oh, that's because you don't like the character I originally played with back on the NES. Eat a dick.
And you know, how did they end up with the Marvel franchise? Because I mean, there's the popularity of Marvel's.
They've had it since like the 90s.
I know, but it's like the Marvel's been so much more popular now since the last game came out, and it's like they got all these characters people love, and they're in this game.
Well, it's part of the reason why we don't have some of the Marvel characters like the X-Men characters, and because I mean, all we got that were new was like some Guardians of the Galaxy characters. Fucking who else did we get? I don't even fuck. Who else is on that roster that's new that's on Marvel's side? I think it's literally Guardians of the Galaxy characters and like some few. Jesus, yeah. I'm fucking mad, dude.
I haven't been paying enough attention to.
I don't know why we're talking about this.
How did you ruin?
What are we doing right now?
How did you fucking ruin this franchise? We've only had like 2 good games, and the other 3 and the other 2 have been Infinite's not out yet, but the other ones look like trash.
How did Injustice 2 do?
I heard it did pretty well because people like the story mode and.
I don't think that looks great either from the art. The art direction to me,
it's okay. I heard the game is vastly better, and I think it has like 40 characters in it.
And the story mode is supposed to be really good.
Yeah, like I heard the story.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, my bad. I just went to Spencer. It's Rad Spencer. That's why I didn't make the connection. I think they're using the same guy, but they totally,
they fucked this
scruffy white
up.
guy, the new version, like the scruffy white male protagonist. That's what they did with him. So it is the original. I always thought of him as Rad Spencer, and you just said Spencer. That threw me off.
Well, yeah, because I didn't know
it's supposed to be the same guy, but it's totally not. But
oh yeah. Oh no, I look.
So which model are they using? Are they using a new one?
Yeah, they're using the new one. They're using the same one they used in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Because Marvel vs. Capcom 3, that's the way he looked like.
Still talking about this game?
Is it like he have dreads or something, and he doesn't have the red hair?
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Oh, by the way, I went and looked up the character roster real quick. The only new Marvel characters are like you got Gamora, Ultron, Captain Marvel, and Black Panther. That's it.
Nice.
Let's not talk about this game anymore. Seriously.
Yeah, let's move on.
That shit makes me sad as fuck.
And I just want to say, like, if Okami comes with a PS4 and Xbox One, I don't care if that old, that game's old, but it makes way more sense to put it on.
It's not gonna sell Xbox. I already know that.
It just makes more sense. So it just tells you, what are they thinking? Is it just that easy to port?
Well, if it was that easy to port, then why the fuck aren't we getting the game? That's my concern.
I mean, on PS4,
because the actual Okami on Wii sold way better than on PS3.
But for some stupid ass reason, the fucking Nintendo fans don't get it.
Yeah,
not that I'd buy it ever again. I already have it.
See, I never played Okami on Wii, so I would play it.
I mean, it's a good game. I don't think it's amazing, but it's good, and it's the music and everything.
I would even say it's a great game.
I think.
You wouldn't.
Well, here's my question: do you think it's?
I said I would even say it's a great game.
Okay.
But back when
is that partially because of the motion controls?
Yeah, the motion controls work pretty good.
Yeah, the motion controls are pretty good, and that's why it's like, make a great transition to the Switch with the Joy-Con. But who cares? I don't care. I'm fine with my Wii version. I don't need no HDer version.
It's pretty irrelevant to bring.
I'm not coming and get my money no more anyway. So why? I care?
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it, and the fact that it's a 2006 game, and it had an HD version already. So if it's true, they're bringing another HD version to the PS4, Xbox One.
Yeah.
And this is just. I mean, that's from the PS3. It can't be an easy port to get a PS3 game to run on PS4, Xbox One.
No.
So it's not like it's just drop and drag PC version. So it's just like if you're going to do that, like it just makes no sense to bring it to those systems. To me,
Well, to me, it's specifically Xbox because
Yeah.
Xbox doesn't really.
Well, Xbox
promote
never
that kind of
had
shit.
it. They've never had it, so maybe.
Bro, so it never even the re-release on
It was
PS4
only
Never
Yeah.
had it, and they don't want it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Is like they
Also,
don't-
so it never came out on the 360.
No, it was just PS3.
I don't think so. No. Just
Oh,
PS3.
really? Isn't that what happened with No More Heroes? Same thing. No More
Mhm.
Heroes is only on the PS3.
No More Hero. yeah, it was only PS3. Yeah,
Although I think that was just two. I think two
it
was
was,
on it.
two. It was two.
Yeah, okay. Because I knew one of them, and it came out like later than the Wii game. Like the Wii game came out, and then they went back and they ported it to
They
the
did that with
PS3.
Mad World with Anarchy Reigns. The sequel only came out on PS3, which was okay.
Do we
'cause it
really
was
count that
straight-
as the same game?
It was
Is that
straight
really-
garbage. Well, it was not really. It was kind of a same world, you know.
Yeah,
But-
I guess.
It was straight trash, so it didn't matter.
Okay, that's what I was concerned with. Because I was like, I know that could technically count, but I'm like, I don't know if I give it that kind of recognition.
So anyway,
So they
Capcom-
don't even use the original Brad Spencer. I haven't paid attention. I have the damn game. I don't even remember that. That's pathetic. That is pretty sad that I don't even remember that they're using the newer model, the failed Bionic Commando game, as the Brad Spencer.
We're
for
still
the,
talking.
that's-
You're hung up on.
Well, I'm about to say the only reason why I brought
because man, you know, Bionic Commando, me and Bionic Commando go back, and that was one of the games that Retro Death sent me was the original NES. So that game has a place. And to see,
well, the only reason why I brought it up in the first place was because the original Marvel's Capcom 3 didn't have Spencer. Spencer was added in for the Ultimate Edition that came out 6 months later.
Okay, so that's why I don't remember it then.
So I saw him and I was like, who the fuck is that? And I looked him up and I said, wait a minute, that's not Bionic Commando, is it? And then T's one reminded me, and said, oh right, there was a fucking remake.
That's the shit version that was on 360.
Yeah, see, I didn't even fucking know that. I was like, oh, that's why I didn't recognize him at all. I was like, that the funk
Terrible character design.
the reason why the Marvel's Capcom even keeps getting brought, because that game was like one of my favorite fighting games as a kid. Like I played the shit out of Marvel's Capcom 2 in the arcades. So when 3 came out and 3 was pretty disappointing, and then 4 comes out and even took out literally like all my fucking mains, like all the characters I play with.
That's what I was saying. I was like, oh, yeah, I was maining Wolverine and Spidey.
Well, you still got Spider-Man, guys.
I still got Spidey though, I guess. It's all
But
good.
hey, listen, if you want Venom, you gotta pay that DLC money though.
That's some bullshit.
I'm
That
so
is.
mad. That's so dumb. That character's been gone for 2 games. Fuck.
I've already let it go. Like I've already let Capcom. They're not the Capcom that we know.
I'm so glad I didn't buy
Kind of
Street
let that go.
Fighter. I'm glad I canceled my pre-order on Ultra Street Fighter.
I don't regret buying Street Fighter. I enjoy having the game. It's awesome to have it on that little screen and to be able to do co-op or not co-op, but versus battles on tabletop. It's pretty cool. It's a cool thing. You can just take it anywhere. Everybody knows Street Fighter.
Mhm.
Pull it out. Oh snap! Street Fighter. You got it on there. And let's go. So that is cool. I will never. I don't regret that purchase, but they won't get another purchase out of me. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I mean the Double Cross demo hit Japan. I know some people downloaded it.
I heard people
Yeah, I
say
downloaded
it's
it.
all right.
So-
I mean, it doesn't even barely look like. I mean, it looks like the Wii U version of.
It
3.
looks like Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate is what it looks like.
Yeah, they pretty much. Yeah, it's exactly the same. They just
It might be a little bit more sharper with the textures, but it's Monster Hunter. Like yay,
They need to really
Monster Hunter needs an overhaul. It's
the animation.
Yeah, it does
stuff.
because I mean even
Breath of the
Monster Hunter
Wild.
story
Dated.
suffers from being dated as shit with some of the
Yeah.
Monster Hunter tropes. Fucking
It's dated.
you want to pick up an item, it's this dumbass. Well, let me go through the animation.
yeah.
I picked up the item. No one wants to do that. She just hit A and though I collected it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like going back to like Resident Evil 1 or something. It is after
That's-
playing like 4.
that's some
It-
culture
you
shit.
And they
know,
release those things like twice a year, and Japan just eats it up. But I think
They
the last
eat
one didn't
things
do as
up.
well.
Well, yeah, because they're gonna burn out their fan base on fatigue.
yeah.
And yeah, that's why people over here are like, oh, why aren't we getting it localized? Like, dude, were you really ready for another one already? Like,
Well, it's because we
I'm good.
keep getting every other game. Like we got, I think they got 4, and then we got Generations, which is just the upgrade of 4. and they did that every other game. So like we got every other game. So we didn't get the main
four.
game.
They got 4 Ultimate.
Yeah, I got it on my. I bought the whole.
Did we get 4 though?
3DS and everything.
We got 4 Ultimate, but
We didn't get regular 4.
That's
no.
what it
4
was.
Ultimate.
That's what it was. They do that. They give us the ultimate version, but they don't give us the original version. So we don't
But
get
it's
burned out
ultimate,
on
so
it.
why do you even care?
Oh no, I'm just saying. That's the
No,
reason.
I'm just trying to be funny.
Isn't Double Cross like an ultimate version of?
Cross. Yeah.
Generations Cross, right?
Yeah, Generation is Cross in Japan, so it's like, which is weird because we got Generations. So we're gonna
strange.
get Cross and Double Cross. Well,
I
actually,
didn't
no.
even know Generations came out.
There's some
Yeah,
Final
Generations-
Fantasy confusion going on with this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but the
they're-
Generations has been out for like a year, I
They're
think.
pulling a Ubisoft. They're gonna really burn out the Japanese fan base.
Well,
then they'll
no,
have
it's
nothing left.
well, I'm about to say it's the same concern I have about them with Nintendo and Fire Emblem recently, where they literally put out a Fire Emblem.
Yeah,
game.
I don't think that last one did very well.
Fates did.
No,
Oh,
it
you're talking
did.
about Echoes.
Yeah, Echoes.
Echoes did okay, but the problem Echoes is also very different from the other 2 games because it's a remake of one. But it is I think part of it is the fatigue, which is why I'm surprised they're putting out Warriors and they're like, oh, we got a Switch game coming out in 2018. You're like,
Yeah, you
guys,
need to slow down with that.
I'm like, come on. I know I'm hot right now, but you're gonna kill us with this shit. Like, these are long ass RPGs. These aren't fucking short games. Like, people need breaks.
And the DLCs and the amiibos and the
It's like, come on, man. We ain't got all this fucking money.
and
And then they released 2 games or 2 or 3 games instead of just the next Fire Emblem. Now you're gonna milk it for 3 games or 2, at least 2 full price ones.
Oh, you're talking about Warriors and
Fates. I'm talking about Fates.
oh well, Fates was fine. It was Echoes is what burned it. Is what was where I was getting burned out because like Fates took you like a good few months to beat unless you were just really into Fire Emblem.
Still, there's no reason. Just
And then you
put
had
it all in
Tokyo
one game.
Mirage Sessions in the same goddamn year.
Yeah.
And then right after that, it's like, oh,
Damn.
here's Echoes, and you're like, well, shit, come on, man.
But I took Mirage. Bye. Nobody cares.
I enjoyed that game, Atlas.
me too. It was my game of the year. So
Can we, Atlas? I love you. Can we?
we need that on Switch. We need that on Switch.
Switch. Yeah, maybe the uncensored version.
I don't know if I'll buy it, but we need it on Switch. For
Yeah, I feel
adults.
like that game really deserves another go around.
All right.
You know.
Well, we're gonna wrap up here.
Yeah, it's been a weird night.
Yeah, we just kind of we winged it and covered a
That's
lot
bad.
of things, but it was fun. We had good discussion, and forgot to mention Retro Death had to get up early tomorrow. That's why he couldn't. I think he's probably getting up in a couple hours from now, so
Yeah.
he couldn't make it. But missed you, man, and hopefully we'll be back next week. And
Yeah, I'm still
get some
waiting on
Sonic
you
Mania.
to talk about my Wii video. You ain't said nothing. you talking mad trash on not Facebook, on Twitter. You know how long it took me to make the video. It's taking you that long to comment on it, though. So where you
him
at,
and
bro?
him and OJ still going at it. He's
They need to chill the fuck out.
yeah.
They need
They
to
just need
chill.
to they need to part ways. They should provide
Get a
good
room.
entertainment.
Oh, hey, look, I don't want
One
to
of
hear
the two.
But yeah,
R. Kelly music playing in the background, some little bump and grind. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. It's too late. We're done. Cut that
but
shit off.
anyway, let's just call it a night. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll be back next week with some Sonic Mania impressions from a couple people, and anything else, any other news that pops up. Hopefully we'll have a direct on like Wednesday or Thursday this week so we can talk about it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode, and we'll see you next time.